Hi everyone. Right, I'm going to need some helpers really this morning. If there are any children that are happy to come and sit down on the front here, you might want to be able to see what's going on, and I'm going to need some special helpers as well in that. Come on, come on. I mean, there's no motivation here at all. Come on, Isaac. Come on. Rude, do you want to come and sit down here where you can see better and you can cheer them? No? Ruben's not looking keen. Mums and dads can come and help as well. You can bring them if they're feeling a bit shy. I think you're going to see much better from there. Right. So, this morning, to help us understand what I'm going to spend a few minutes speaking to us about, I've asked these two young men to be my helpers, to help us have a good illustration of what we're talking about today. And now, Isaac, what have you got here? A really massive box of sweets. JJ, you too. Right, boys, these are your sweets. These are your sweets, but there's a problem. You might lose some of your sweets because in order to keep your sweets, you are going to have to earn them, because people have to do hard work, don't they? Anyone here has a job? Anyone here actually has to earn their living? Yeah, there's a few people. I'm going to say a bunch of you have done it in the past. We know what it is to work, and I know you boys know what it is to work hard at school, but today your work is going to look a little bit different. So leave your sweets for a second and leave your guns, and just come here to the front. Right, we're going to start off with something super easy, all right? Has anybody ever here heard of a game called rock, paper, scissors? Yeah. Yes, we're familiar with the concept. Good job these two know it. We're familiar with the concept. Rock, paper, scissors. Paper covers rock. Paper. Yeah. Scissors cut paper. Rock. And rock. I was thinking, hang on, what's the other thing there? Rock crushes the scissors, doesn't it? Yeah. So we're gonna. Should we have a little practice round first to make sure? The gun shoots through the paper. No guns. This is just rock, paper, scissors. This is not rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. This is not rock, paper, scissors, guns. No, just rock, paper, scissors. So let's have a practice round. Are you ready, boys?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, so JJ won the practice round. But I'm good that we know what we're doing. This round is for real. The stakes are high, okay? Sweeties are at stake. Well, you're going to have to wait and see, aren't you? Right, you ready? Ready, steady, go. Okay, JJ won that one. Right, hang on, JJ.
Yeah!
JJ won that one. Sorry, Isaac. Right, again. Round two. Ready, steady. Oh, very good. Oh, man, JJ again. Isaac, I'm sorry about the pain here involved, but there's still time. Right, you ready? Round three. No, best of 5. Oh, good. No way. Oh. Sad days. Sad days for Isaac. I've lost count already. Was that 4? That was 3. Okay. 2 more so far you have. Oh, Isaac.
No. That's like...
What? Oh, life is sometimes not fair, Soz. Right, one more rock, paper, scissors. And then we're going to do something harder. Okay. He got them back. Right. Okay. I think rock, paper, scissors is a bit too easy, and also I don't see any grown-ups getting involved. So I asked the boys to bring their Nerf guns today. Now, these young men are what you might call sharp shooters. Now, in my family, we don't shoot at girls, but we do need some kind of target. So, David Barfoot, Ed, and Graham, would you please come to the front? Load up, boys, load up. Right. Come on in, Dave. Well done. Good sports, aren't they? Bless you. Now, men. No running. It is not safe, really. Health and safety is very important as I get children to shoot at you. You can't go running around. Some terrible accident is going to happen. The only dodging you're allowed is like on the spot. I want your feet to stay still. So, Graham, you need to come right here in the middle. There we go. JJ and Isaac. I'm a bit worried you're going to shoot them at the kid. Well, it's a bit of a risk. Okay. So, you have got 1 minute to shoot. What are you doing over there, Ed? No. No. That's it. You have got 1 minute to shoot them as many times as possible. Children, if you throw them back the Nerf bullets that they miss with, then they can reload and shoot again. Are you ready? So, ready, steady, go. Oh, throw the Nerf bullets back if you see them go past you. Oh, that was close. Oh, direct hits. Isaac, are you all right, Isaac? Good job, we got it. Ah. Is it? Good job.
You've got a fire rate.
Yes. Oh, we have bullets. Reload. There we go. Okay, you've got 15 seconds left. Let's see if we can cause them any real pain. Aim for their eyes. No, don't. Go, shoot.
Into penalty time.
Oh, man. There we go. There, got it. Is one stuck?
Yeah.
One stuck. We've got a stuck Nerf bullet. And one more shot.
Just shake it.
Yes. Okay, time's up. Thank you very much. You can sit down, men. Well done. That is definitely cheating, Graham. Don't think I didn't notice. Right. Now, the truth is, I feel like Isaac had a bit of a disadvantage there. His gun was a bit harder to work. But again, life is just not always fair, is it? So I'm sorry, Isaac. JJ just had the edge of you that time, which I really appreciated. I really appreciate some good shots there. This one's a costly one.
I'm going to have an overfill. Okay.
Right, okay. Now, it's all right. There's still a chance. Come to the front, boys. Our last competition, this is maybe the hardest one of all, is a dance-off. Our last competition is a dance-off. Are you feeling it?
No.
Can we just have a little blast of the music so they can just get, prepared? Right? Yeah? Okay, so, on your marks, get set. I want to see your best moves right now. Yes! Come on, JJ, you got some more moves. Okay, should we be kind to them? Children, can we pause it a second? Do any of the other children want to come and help them with a little bit of dancing? Are you not feeling it? That's okay, because in that case, we're just going to have to get the grown-ups to help. Everybody on this side, on your feet, you're on JJ's team. Up you get. Everybody on this side, on your feet, you are on Isaac's team. And I'm watching all your best moves, church, right now. 3, 2, 1, it's a dance-off. Oh, we've got some good moves going on.
Surprise, with a peace like winter snow falling softly through the sky. Now I'm living confident.
Okay, well done, everyone. Well done.
You are
Wow.
glorious.
That was very impressive, and I could have let that go on a lot longer because I was enjoying watching your moves. Thank you for being the sport, but
King of creation.
in life and in this game there have to be winners and losers, and I now have to make a decision. And unfortunately, for one of these young men, we do have a winner. Isaac, I'm really sorry, but
Just get that. Overflowed. It's so much in there.
man, this is okay. Nerf guns down. Right, boys, you can sit down for a minute, and I'm just going to keep these sweeties here just for the moment. Doesn't seem very fair, does it? Isaac's in a bit of a pickle there. He started off with a super lot, big, massive pile of sweeties, and now he's got nothing. And if we had carried on playing and he'd had lost again, man, he would be in debt. He'd be owing JJ sweeties now, wouldn't he? But you know, there's something magical today, because this is, as Steve pointed out right at the beginning, this is a Jubilee celebration, isn't it? And I know we're celebrating the Queen's Jubilee, and it's a little bit different. She's just like been a queen for a really long time. But in the Bible, the Jubilee that we started off hearing about at the beginning is a Jubilee year in which all your debts get cancelled, and everything that was yours gets returned to you. So this is really good news for Isaac. Gosh, they're heavy. Because it being a Jubilee year, sorry JJ, it being a Jubilee year, even though Isaac was the loser at this time and a very good sport, JJ's going to get his sweeties back. And actually, a Jubilee is about generosity and getting things that you didn't even earn. So I know these boys are super generous, and at the end, they're going to share these sweets with all the children. And there is still more than enough to go round. You'd be sick if you ate all these. Nothing good would come of that. Your parents would not love it. You see, this Jewish Jubilee that we read about in the Bible, oh, now I'm hot and I'm wired into my sweater, so I'm just going to push my sleeves up a bit more. This Jewish Jubilee that we read about in the Bible is exactly that. As Steve said at the beginning, it's a year where those in captivity, where slaves would be made free, where those in debt would have their debts cancelled. You would get back what was yours. If you'd fallen into poverty and had to sell your land in the year of Jubilee, your land is restored to you. It's a year of abundant blessing. But the question is, really, what on earth has that got to do with us? Like, I know that some of us are quite invested in these sweeties here, and that feels like it's got a lot to do with them, but some of you grown-ups might not get any of these. What has this Jubilee got to do with us? You see, the Bible is one really big book with lots of stories in, and we can read it that way as lots of individual stories. But another way to think about the Bible is to think of it as being actually one big story telling us about Jesus, revealing to us who God is. And this story in the Bible we can read about Jubilee actually is a story that points us towards something that is to come, that points us towards Jesus. It's kind of an example or a foreshadowing, a type of gospel. And that's what we're going to just think about for just a very few minutes today. You're doing some great sitting still there, kids. I'm very impressed. I see I have your attention. Oh, who's sitting really well? I think. I think Eli's sitting really well. Do you want to choose out my bucket, Eli? Is there anything you like in there? Shaylee? Here we go. Grab. Is there anything? Do you want to choose one? There. These are hard life choices. Roo drifted off there. He nearly missed his moment. Come on. Okay, you pick and then give it back. Just one. Scoot it back my way. We don't need too much temptation. You see, this story of Jubilee, this concept that we're thinking about today, actually shows us how big God's mercy and love is for us. See, oh gosh, they really are having trouble choosing. They're just, there we go. It's all right, you'll get some more in a minute. He can't eat those. They're just magic stars and not good. I don't understand. Quick, grab one. There. And while we might think, oh, come on, what's the problem between me and God? Why do I need his mercy and grace? The truth is that the Bible teaches us that every single one of us has a problem. Just like Isaac fell into a bit of a debt there with JJ, every one of us finds ourselves in a situation where we have a kind of problem with God. Because the truth is that there is not one of us in this room who is able to be absolutely perfect in every possible way. Have you ever seen Mary Poppins, where she gets up her measuring tape? She apparently is practically perfect in every way, but even Mary Poppins is only practically perfect in every way. And I know a bunch of you're not quite Mary Poppins. I mean, there are moments. See, we've all got things in our lives that we're ashamed of. We've all done things that we wish we hadn't done. I know it's hard to imagine that any of these children have ever done anything naughty. Surely not. Not today. JJ says not today. But the truth is, whether we are little or really, really old like David Barfoot, we've all done things that we're not proud of. Never mind God's standards, the truth is that we can't even be good by our own standards. There's stuff in my life that were you to find out about some of the naughty things that I have done, you'd be shocked and I'd be really embarrassed. Man, I've got some stories about my kids that they do not want me to share with you today. And I'm not going to. But it's true, isn't it? It's true for all of us. We've all got stuff that we're ashamed of. Maybe you've got something that you're ashamed of that you did even today. For me, getting to church on a Sunday morning with a small family and a husband used to be one of my lowest points in the week. Like, the solution, by the way, was to have 2 cars and to travel separately, and then we couldn't argue on the way to church. Yeah, that changed my life. But seriously, I used to often arrive at church and we'd had a row on the way to church and I'm wanting to come and worship God and I'm feeling rubbish. We all know what it's like to feel rubbish and to feel ashamed of the stuff that we've done. And the Bible uses a word to talk about that stuff. It calls it sin. It's not a word we really love in modern day English, is it, sin? But sin really just means to not get things perfectly right, to miss the mark. It means all those things that we're all ashamed of. And we can't make up for the consequences of our wrong stuff ourselves, can we? When I hurt or offend someone, I can say sorry. I can apologise to Beth if I've been a bit mean to her, but that doesn't completely mend the sad feelings inside her that my sin, that my unkindness might have caused. We can say sorry, but we can't pay back our own debt. We can't make things as if we hadn't done it. But, Pete McCafferty, this is your moment of sin right now. Public sin. Man, look there. Now, he can't undo it. We all saw it happen. But the good news about Jubilee is that we don't have to earn back or pay back our own debts. Actually, Jesus has done it for us. God always knew that we'd get into trouble. No way. 2 for 2. Someone really wants you. When our bucket is empty, what can we do to fill it up again? What can we do? God knows that we can't make up for our own bad stuff, and that's why he sent Jesus. When we do stuff wrong, there are consequences, aren't there? There are consequences in our relationships with other people, but there's consequences in our relationship with God. Our sin makes a barrier between us and God. We can't come near to a perfect God when we're covered in the muck of our lives. And that's why God sent Jesus to come and live a perfect life. I mean, almost as JJ did. At least today, to come and live a perfect life and take all of our mess on himself, all the things that we've done wrong, he paid the debt for, so that we can be free, so that we can have not just what we might feel that we deserve, but abundantly more. All the sweetest in the world. It's okay, I think it's not ruined. You see, grace is a word the Bible talks about, and it's a very similar word to Jubilee. It just means undeserved favour. Isaac did not win. And if the prize is the sweetest, he doesn't deserve them, does he? But he gets to receive the undeserved favour of a bunch of sweeties. And we get to receive the undeserved favour of God. Even though we're not perfect, God loves us just as we are. Even when we get things wrong, he's made a way for it to be as if it never happened. For our bucket to be full, and not just for eternity, not just for when in heaven, but right now, today, we can know peace with God. We can know and be known by God. We can have a relationship with God. God is not distant and far off and disinterested. I know these boys. I love these boys. I don't want to be mean to these boys. I want to give them all the sweeties. And so much more. God wants to give us his love and all good things. And do you know how we get to metaphorically win our sweetest back? How we get this relationship with God? It's really simple. All we have to do is say, Jesus, I believe that you've paid my debt. I want to have a relationship with you. Please come and take all my debt and instead give me your love. And we can enter into that relationship with God and receive all the goodness and abundance and blessing that he has for us. Her Majesty the Queen, thought she ought to feature, said this. A few years ago, she said this. Each day is a new beginning. That's true, isn't it, JJ? Done anything wrong today yet? Nuh-uh. Each day is a new beginning. And I know that the only way to live my life is to try to do what's right. It's a good plan, isn't it? To take the long view, to give my best in all that the day brings, and to put my trust in God. And so this is the big question that I want to ask you right now, this morning. The question is, do you want to put your trust in God? Do you want him to take away all your mess and instead give you all of his goodness and blessing? So today, I'm particularly speaking to you if you don't know that you're a Christian. James, who gave his testimony out earlier, is it James? Yeah. Oh, see, I'm terrible with names. James talked about a day when he was maybe 7-ish, if I was listening carefully, where he made a choice to say, Jesus, I want to belong to you. And I wonder, have you ever said that to Jesus? Have you ever said, Jesus, I want to belong to you? Maybe you don't know for sure what's going to happen to you when you die. Maybe that's something that you're worried about. Maybe you've never put your trust in Jesus and asked him to take away your sin. Maybe you don't know that he's in charge of your life. And if that's you, I'm asking you a simple question today. Do you want to put your trust in Jesus and receive, instead of your debt, all the goodness and blessings that he has for you? So we're just going to close our eyes for a minute, and I'm going to say a short prayer, and at the end, you're just going to keep your eyes closed for 1 second more. And if that's you, if you think, yes, today I really do want to put my trust in Jesus, I'm going to say, do you want to put your hands up? And you put your hands up. No one else is looking at you. This is between you and God. It's an opportunity for you to say, yes, Jesus, I want to belong to you. So let's just close our eyes. Father God, thank you that you love us with the biggest love in the world, more than all the sweeties on the planet. We might love them, but you love us so much more. And thank you that you have taken all of our bad stuff so that we can get all of your blessing and your love in our lives. Jesus, right now we want to say that we put our trust in you and we want to belong to you. Amen. Now keep your eyes closed for one more tiny bit. If you want to put your trust in Jesus today, then please put your hand up now. If you want to say yes to Jesus, you want him to be in charge of your life. Fantastic. Good stuff. Okay, hands down and eyes open. Now, if you did put your hand up, or maybe you were too scared to put your hand up and felt a bit embarrassed because my eyes were still open and I was looking at you, that's okay. But what you need to do is tell somebody. Either tell your grown-up that you came with, I put my hand up because I want to trust Jesus, or tell another, if you are a grown-up, tell somebody else, maybe who's sitting next to you, who's your friend or your family or somebody who knows you. And we would love just to talk to you and about what that means a bit more if you want. So thank you for your time. Children, when Graham says that we are done at the end in a minute, then you can come and, in a sensible fashion, help yourself to sweeties from the table. Your grown-ups will help you. We're going to share, okay? We're going to share, and your grown-ups will help you do that. I'm not getting in the middle of that. Soz, parents. Graham, over to you. JJ, this is not the moment.
Yeah, okay, guys, got a little bit more to go yet, so you're going to have to be a bit more patient. And actually, you might want to just nip back to your seats, because now is the time to be able to show us what you've been doing. Your crowns, have any of you made any crowns? If you have, can you put them on, adults as well? And your colourings. And it'd be great for us to be able to see what you've been doing. So if you want to come back to the front, and adults, it doesn't just have to be the kids. Come on, I want to see who's got the best crown and who's done the best pictures. And I can't see from there, and nobody else can see. So you have to come up here so we can all see what you've been doing. Come on, up you come. Come on. Come on, Hannah, bring it up. Don't just hold it out. Come on, I think some of the Cape and Ray students have done a really good job. So up you stand. Come on, let's have a look at them. Hey! Oh, isn't that good? Have you got the sequence right? You have, brilliant. Well done. Okay, guys. Lots of really good crowns and good colouring. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to have, a round of applause for all these guys. And thank you for standing up where none of the other adults would do. That's really good, really brave of you. Okay, guys, you can sit back down. We're going to have one last song, and then, kids, you can come and get the sweeties. Over to Steve and the band.